This is episode 19.6 now, and it is called the Improviser's Tightrope. And what that's about is playing what you don't know what's going to happen. Now, improvisation sometimes fits into, well, there's a standard form, everybody plays the head, then you get your chance to do a chorus, and you improvise for that same song structure, and then you pass it on to the next person unless you do more than one chorus. But there are a lot of other kinds of improvisation. There are jam bands, there are free jazz. So this one is 100 beats per minute because I skipped the hip-hop 90 beats, but I'll get back to it. And this is a good thing for the improviser's tightrope. When you're an improviser, you're walking on a tightrope. And for me, that's a real turn on. For some people, that's terrifying. For me, it makes me pay attention. If I already know what's going to happen in advance, like something scripted or with a teleprompter or being a cover band, it's not fun. But having the chance to fail, well, danger, I think is kind of cool. It kind of keeps me sharp. So at the moment, I have absolutely no idea what to do with this Middle East drummer. But major or minor, what key? I have no idea. So then I'll start with the bass player because he figures things out faster than the piano player. Oh, sounds like these drums are tuned to a different key. Sounds like the Doombeck's in A flat. Ah. I think we're going major. I didn't know he was going to be in A flat. I didn't tell him. I didn't even know that Doombecks were tuned. I'll let this guy keep going. Well, that was very interesting. I didn't realize that Middle East drums were tuned and that it sounds wrong when you're not playing in the same key as they are. So the first 5 notes it took to figure out, oh, they're in A flat. And then had to decide, are we major or minor? A random chance, 50%. I just took major. So, what is this topic? Oh, it's the improviser's tightrope. Okay, so I have been acting out the improviser's tightrope. when you're improvising, stuff happens that you don't necessarily know is going to happen, like, hey, what key are we in? And what style of music are we playing? But it kind of gets under your skin. I'm kind of digging this Indian, it's not Indian, this Middle Eastern thing. So you notice the Middle Eastern thing sounds pretty different than the Indian thing, even though they're sort of like hand drums. Now it sounds like somebody's got a stick in there hitting something. That definitely was a stick, not a hand. So, yeah, Improviser's Tightrope. I don't know if there's that much that needs to be said about it, except you have to be really comfortable not knowing what's coming. And by the way, this is a good way to be in life because we don't know what's coming. Life is changing. The economy is changing. The politics are changing. The environment is changing. Everything is changing. The truth of the matter is that humanity's superpower is we're really good at adapting to change because we're good at improvising. Because some of us realize that even though most people think they know what's going on and what's going to happen, that you don't really know what's going to happen, and you don't really know what's going on. So you better be comfortable with change, and that's why improvisers are comfortable even when the Middle East drummer stops. I didn't know he was going to stop there either, but that's okay with me because, hey, I'm talking and not playing right now, and I don't remember what key I was in anyway. Yeah, A flat. Middle East A flat. Didn't see that coming at all, but that's part of the improviser's tightrope. Now, most classical musicians, when I try to get them to improvise, they don't want to do it. So I've tried writing out the whole piece of music like a string quartet and saying, for these measures over here, you seem like a pretty hip guy, like, go for it. So I've told the cellist, his name was Ken, and I had looked him up on YouTube and found out that he spent some time playing with his cello sideways like a guitar on his lap. So I figured this would be a dude that I could say, go improvise. So I wrote a string quartet, and I knew he was playing in it. And I said, hey, for these measures over here, like, just do your thing. And instead of him going what most classical musicians go, like, what do you mean? He said, so could I play pizzicato or arco? That's with a bow. I said, hey, you're the cello expert. I'm not a cello expert. I don't even know how to play the cello. So go for it. If you want to play pizzicato, play pizzicato. If you want to play with a bow, play with a bow. If you want to do them both at the same time, go for it. He was really comfortable. This was an unusual guy. I met him at Juilliard, and now he's a professor of cello at Curtis Institute.